Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm working on sharing this via YouTube so that those that cannot join via Zoom can join via YouTube. So I'm trying to stream live. Give me a few seconds. We will start soon. Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. We are live on Zoom now. Please confirm you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me, please. Confirm you can hear what I'm saying, please. Can you confirm you can hear me loud and clear? Confirm you can hear me, please. Okay, thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Galaxy 1812. Thank you, Saliu. Very well. So if you cannot hear me here, it might be because you haven't joined with your audio. So all you need to do to hear me is join with your audio. Aside that, if you're finding it difficult to find your way around Zoom, simply join us via YouTube. We're live on YouTube as well. So good evening, everyone. My name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya, and I am the lead instructor at Fluent Speech Educational Consult. This evening, we will be having the long-awaited webinar tagged Elevate Your Diction webinar. Please confirm you can see my slide. I want you to see me and see my slide at the same time. Please confirm you can see both. You can see my slide and you can see me. Please do not write on my screen. Do not write on my screen, please. Do not draw things on my screen, please. Do not write on my screen. So I'm waiting for your notification. Confirm you can see me and you can see my slide. You can see something on the screen where I have written Elevate Your Diction. Please confirm that so we can proceed. Okay, thank you, Infinix. I can see your slide and you. Thank you. So I will proceed now. I love your energy. I want this to be interactive. So I would need you to continue with that energy. This evening, we tagged the webinar, Elevate Your Diction. And for us to have a wonderful time such that you can learn and still be able to go back to what you have learned, I would love you to get your pen ready. Get your pen, get your book, also get a bottle of water. I have my cup of water here because it's going to be a long learning session. And of course, a fun and long learning session. But then get your water, get your pen, get your book. If you have a bowl of popcorn or a bowl of biscuit, get it handy as well. So this evening, I will share with you a three-step formula that will enhance your diction. Now, one of the things that differentiates me from other diction instructors online is the fact that I appreciate uniqueness. I love being authentic. I do not in any way influence or represent fakeness. So one of the things you will be learning this evening is to enhance your diction, but not in a way where you will fake your accent, but in a way that will bring out your fluency and naturalness, such that when you speak, people would love how you sound without you sounding robotic, sounding fake, or sounding like AI. So this evening, we will learn a three-step formula that would help enhance your diction while retaining your authenticity so that you do not sound fake. So again, I will wait for a second for you to get ready. Get your book, get your pen, get your bottle of water. If you have biscuits, please get it. As I said, it's going to be a long learning session. So I want you to consider this scenario. I want you to consider what would happen if you were paid more money for something just because of how you sound. Let's assume you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you're a lawyer, and you're always being paid a particular amount of money. But because you're sounding different now, you're sounding authentic and elegant and confident, someone is willing to pay you more. Or imagine you're able to land a dream job, not just a job, but a dream job without submitting CV, or even going for an interview. How would that make you feel? Or imagine that you're able to speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your Nigerian accent that your clients and students fall in love with you. I understand that we have some people here that would realize or that would feel that this is unbelievable. They cannot even imagine it. The truth is, I used to not believe it as well. There was a time in my life that I never believed it until I experienced it. Let me share a short story. Years ago, sometimes in 2019, I went to visit a friend at a TV station. She worked with a TV station as a newscaster. When I got to her office, we got talking. We had so much to talk about. And someone walked into her office and says, "Would you love to be on the TV?" It's not my office. It's a new environment for me. So I didn't even know this person was talking to me. I kept focusing on my friend. And my friend says, "Oh, Bukola, she's talking to you." I looked up and smiled and I said, "Yes, of course. I'd love to be on the TV." Right there at that moment, I was offered a position to read the news on the TV, though I didn't take the offer for personal reasons. And one of that is freedom. I love to work or be in a place where I have the freedom of time, freedom to do things, freedom to meet a lot of people, help more people, and explore just like what I'm doing. So I didn't take the offer. Then after that time, I left and I met someone named Esther. At the time when I met Esther, Esther was a teacher. She was already a mass communication student. She had graduated as a student of mass communication. She had gone for NYSC. She was just waiting for that mass communication dream, that working in the media, maybe on TV or as a journalist, but wasn't forthcoming. She had attended few interviews, but she wasn't being among the lucky ones. Then she came for our class. She enrolled on our 6 weeks class. And while we were almost done with that class, I got talking with Esther and I got to know, oh, she's a mass communication student. She has everything it takes, and then she doesn't have a job yet. She'd like to get one. Now, because Esther had practiced a communication skill, because she had learned in her 6 weeks course, and she had not just learned, she had mastered. She was so committed to the learning. So there was this very great, satisfactory difference, transformation between who Esther was 6 weeks ago and who she was at the time when we were having that conversation. So I said to her, oh, I have someone I would like you to meet. So I gave her an appointment to meet with the person who gave me a job as a newscaster because of how I am speaking. Because, of course, Esther now speak like that. So where can she go? She got there and she got the job. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this for two reasons. One, these are testimonials from Esther. You can read through. These are testimonials she posted in 2019 on Facebook. That's a name. I purposely didn't take off a name. This is another testimonial she posted on LinkedIn sometimes last year. I took a screenshot of this last year. If you go towards the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth paragraph, she says, while I was waiting, let me spotlight that part so you can understand what I'm saying. This part, she says, while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the Diction coaching training. Thanks to Lubukola Abiagbala, who mentioned an offer at Court TV. This was a TV where I was offered to be a newscaster. She finally connected me. So what made Esther to be able to get that job? It wasn't because I connected her. It wasn't because I mentioned it to her. If I had mentioned it to her, of course, and I've said, go meet this person, but she doesn't have the necessary skill. One of the skills you need to be on TV is your communication skill. You cannot speak anyhow and expect that you'll be on TV. It doesn't work that way. So because she had attended a communication class with us, and she had not just learned, she had mastered, and which had brought about that transformation in how she spoke, it was easier for them to consider her for the role. So why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because this class you're about to learn, you will be learning the same formula that I shared with Esther. Now, if you want to get the same results as Esther in form of transforming your communication skills, you need to do two things that Esther did. The first thing she did was she was committed to the learning. She was not just learning for learning's sake. She was committed to it. She stood focused. She was really interested. She was not just excited, she was interested and committed. The second thing she did is she did not just learn, she practiced. The truth is, when it comes to speaking, speaking is an activity, it's an act. For you to speak better, you need to keep speaking. You learn to speak better by short or refusing to talk, refusing to practice what you learned. So if you're here tonight, I congratulate you again. You're going to learn the same thing she learned, but then are you committed to the learning? And are you committed to practicing what you've learned? If you do not practice, you will not get transformed. If you're here tonight and you're not ready to practice, what would happen is you're just going to learn, and that's it. But if you practice, you would learn and practice. Then, after tonight, I can assure you, something will change in how you speak. That is certain. This is a guaranteed statement. I can assure you that. I'm saying it with confidence. But if you do not practice, you would only know and nothing would happen to your speaking, which means you have not just wasted your money, you've wasted your time, your data, energy, and every other thing. So I urge you all, if you're here tonight, practice along with me. So how do you practice along with me? The first thing you want to do is to watch my mouth. For you to speak well, your speech organ has to be well positioned. So you want to watch what my mouth is doing. When I say a word, what was my tongue? Was my lips spherical? Was it wide open? Was it closed? What are my speech organs doing? The second thing you want to do to help you practice as we learn is to try to say what I ask you to say. When I say, let's practice together, when I say, do this, do that, do it. Do not just be there listening. Of course, listening is a part of learning to improve your communication skill. But for transformation, listening alone isn't enough. You must do. So watch what my mouth, my lip, my tongue, my speech organs, watch what try to do, same, practice along with me. So now that you know how to practice, I'd like to say that I know some of you might have attended diction trainings before, and yet it seems like you have not experienced your desired improvement. And I will attribute that to the fact that you didn't follow proven formula. One of the proven formula is practice along. Practice along. It's key, it's expedient, it's crucial. Practice along. Watch what my mouth is doing and do same. That is one thing you must master. So you might be wondering what the other proven formula are, and that is what I will share with you. And I'd like to say that this proven formula will not just help you speak better, but it would help you speak better for profitability. What do I mean by profitability? If you're someone here, you want to change job, with great communication skill, you can get a better job. If you're someone here, you need them to add to your salary or your remuneration. With great communication, that can happen. You want to earn more, you can do that with great communication skill. So you will not just enhance your diction, but also enhance your money-making venture, especially if you are the type that fall in an area where what you do has to do with speaking. So what exactly is my proven formula? My proven formula is declare. If you're still here, I would like you to write declare in the chat. If you're on YouTube, write declare in the comments. Declare. Declare. If you're here, write declare declare in the chat room. Declare. That is the proven formula. And I'd like to say that declare is not something you can find on YouTube. My formula is not something you can find on YouTube. This is a formula that I created myself. I created this formula myself. So it's not something you can just Google and find. So if you're here and you're going to use that formula anywhere, please make sure you give honor to whom honor is due to. Declare belongs to the Diction Queen. So what exactly is declare? I like to say that each letter in this formula has a meaning. The D has its own meaning, the I has its own meaning, the C and every other letter in this formula. And each letter, that is, each meaning has a three-step formula. Remember, I'm sharing with you a three-step formula tonight. So the D has its own three-step formula. The I has its own three-step formula, the C, and every other letter in this acronym declare. But tonight, in tonight's webinar, we will focus only on the first letter, the D. We will learn its three-step formula. So let's get to it. I believe we are all ready. Get your books, watch my mouth, do what my mouth is doing, and please do not write on my screen. So what is the D? What does the D means? The D there stands for Diction Fundamentals. Diction Fundamentals. Diction Fundamentals. Diction Fundamentals. That is what the D there stands for. So what exactly is Diction Fundamentals? Diction Fundamentals serve as the building block for clear and effective communication. For you to speak clearly and effectively communicate. Do you know that in the name of diction, some people speak what they call phoneme in Nigeria? You hear them sound like, hello, today we'll be talking about. Is that really diction? No. Diction focuses on two things. The first is clarity. You should speak in a way that everyone can hear you clearly without straining their ears. They can clearly hear you. So diction isn't about talking through your nose. Diction isn't about forming. Diction isn't about pretense. Diction isn't about sounding different. It is about clarity. Speak clearly. Secondly, is about confidence while pronouncing the words the way they should be pronounced. It's not about faking. Remember, authenticity. So diction fundamental is that first thing, it's the basics of having a clear and confident communication skill. So what are the three-step formula on the diction fundamental? Step one is clear articulation. Clear articulation. You must be able to clearly articulate your words such that when you speak, they clearly understand what you're saying. When you're saying the word ankle and ankle, they can hear the difference. Step two talks about pronunciation rules. There are some rules in pronunciation that you must learn to help you speak better. It is not just about opening your mouth and twisting your tongue. No, there are rules to these things. And step three talks about connected speech patterns. In English language, the way we pronounce a word when the word is standing alone is different from the way we pronounce the word when we have the word in a sentence. Connected speech. Have you ever watched an American movie or British movie where you can hear the beginning of the sentence, you can hear the end of the sentence, and it seems like there's something they have said in the middle of that sentence that is not clear to you? Who has ever been in such position? when you're watching a movie and it seems like you can hear the first word, you can hear the last word, or somewhere in between, it seems like they have done Sakamaje for you. It seems like, what are they saying? I can remember then I would ask my sisters to repeat. I would ask them to, we call it rewind. I would ask them to rewind the video so that I can hear what they had said there. Most times I give up and had to just read the subtitle. Who has ever been in such situation? That is the help of connected speech. Thank you, Galaxy A12. With connected speech, you will be able to speak like that, not just speaking like that. You would also be able to hear what they have said next time. You will be able to decode it. So those are the three things, the three-step formula we are learning this evening. Thank you, Taiwo. I appreciate your feedback as well. So let's start with the first one. Clear and precise articulation. What do I mean by clear and precise articulation? Now look at these words on the screen. I have the first word, angry. Angry. For me to rightly pronounce this word correctly, I must open my mouth wide and say angry. Let's say it together. Angry. Again. Angry. Great. Now look at the second word here. An average Nigerian will pronounce that word as hungry. That's wrong. There's nothing like hungry. The right way to pronounce this is angry. Angry. First, you must realize that the letter H here must be heard. We must hear the sound of the letter H. The letter H is not silent. For you to rightly articulate the sound of the letter H, you need to take a deep breath. Second is the letter U. Please, letter U do not sound O. Stop saying under, umbrella, uncle. No, letter U should not be articulated as O. Most times, letter U should be articulated as ah. Watch my mouth. Ah, ah, ah. My mouth is not wide open. So for me to pronounce this word rightly, I have to go angry. Now let's practice the two words. The first one, because of the letter A there, your mouth has to be wide opened. Angry. The second, angry. What this is telling you is if you do not articulate each sound in this word properly, it might sound like this one. Also, if you do not articulate each sound in this word rightly, it might sound like this one. Excuse me. So for you to speak clearly and not confuse the people who are listening to you, so that when you're saying that you are angry, you are mad at something, they won't think you're saying you want to eat. So let's say it together again. Say after me, angry, angry. Now let's move to the other words. These two words here, the CH and SH word. If my dad is meant to pronounce these two words, my dad will pronounce this as sheep, sheep. I know there might be someone here as well who is usually mispronouncing the CH word. When you want to pronounce CH, you end up pronouncing SH. How do you overcome that? Clear and precise articulation. Learn how to articulate the sounds. Now let's start with the CH sound. Henceforth, when you want to pronounce words that have CH, watch my mouth. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. You go this way. Ch, 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 ch. For you to pronounce the SH, you put your teeth together and you release the sound slowly. So this time you go sh, So if you're trying to pronounce CH word, make sure that you release the sound suddenly. If you should release the sound slowly, you will end up saying the SH word. Also, if you want to pronounce the SH word, excuse me, if you want to pronounce the SH word and you are releasing the sound suddenly, you will end up pronouncing the CH word. So it is important that you learn how to articulate both so you do not confuse your listeners. So the first word, this word right here, is pronounced cheap. Cheap. Release the sound suddenly. Cheap. Well, this one right here is pronounced sheep. Sheep. Release the sound slowly. Sheep. Let's go to the last two words here. The first word here, most Nigerians pronounce it just like you will pronounce this word. You hear bed and bed. No. B-I-R-D is wrongly pronounced when you pronounce it as bed. The right pronunciation is bird. Did you notice something? The vowel sound in that word, the sound in the middle, is a long sound. So you need to take your time to say, let's try it together. Again. My tongue is placed in a relaxed position. I positioned my tongue on a relaxed position and I made a long sound. Bird. B-I-R-D is pronounced bird. And that is the British pronunciation. Let's talk about the American pronunciation. The Americans will pronounce it as bird. 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 The vowel in between in the American English is pronounced er. 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 It's also a long sound. The difference here is you need to roll your tongue so that the letter R word, the R word here, should be heard. So an American person will say bird. A British person will say bird. While a Nigerian will say bed. Bed is wrong. Do not articulate it as a short sound. Articulate it as a long sound. Bird. Bird. While this one here is articulated with a short sound. Bed. 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 So let's practice all the words together. Say after me. Angry. Hungry. Let's try the sentence. The hungry man is angry. Can you see my tongue outside? The hungry. The H must be heard. The letter U sound should not be pronounced with an open mouth. Reduce the way you open your mouth. Hungry. Well, this word here, you need to open your mouth wide. Angry. The hungry man is angry. The hungry man is angry. Another sentence to practice with. The bird is on the bed. The bird is on the bed. Not the bed is on the bed. No. The bird is on the bed. The bird is on the bed. So how was I able to know that this spelling is wrong, this one is correct? It is by learning the sound symbol. In English, there's something called the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. If you're still learning, please write International Phonetic Alphabet in the chat. If you're on Zoom, write it in your comment. International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. If you're here and you're following, please write International Phonetic Alphabet. Taiwo, thank you. I wait your comments. Write in the chat room or in the comments, International Phonetic Alphabet. The IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. Thank you, Folashade. Thank you. Thank you, Dora. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's proceed. On the screen right now, I have the International Phonetic Alphabet. So what exactly is the International Phonetic Alphabet? It is an alphabet chart that is put together by the authorities in phonetics to help us learn how to pronounce words rightly. So in Nigeria, our three major languages are Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. I am a Yoruba woman. So in Yoruba, if you want to learn Yoruba, the first thing you would learn are the sounds of Yoruba. I believe if you want to learn Igbo or Hausa as well, the first thing you would learn will be the sounds of what's it called now? Of Igbo or the sounds of Hausa. Why? Why is it so? That is simply because for you to pronounce a word in a particular language, you need to be able to put the sounds of that language together to pronounce the word rightly. So same in English, French, and every other languages. So each language has its IPA. Now the IPA chart on the screen right now is the one for the English language. So what this means is you might have some sounds that you have in your native languages that we do not have English. You might also have some sounds in English language that we do not have in your native languages. So I would say be open-minded so that you do not get confused. Now on the screen, we have 44 sounds. So what that means is there are 44 sounds in English. Out of these 44 sounds, we have the consonant sounds and we have the vowel sounds. The consonant sounds are the sounds that have the yellow symbol on the screen. These sounds right here are the consonant sounds. These are the consonant sounds. They have the yellow background. Consonant sounds. Now you realize that some of these sounds some of them look like letters. Like this one right here look like letter P, this look like letter F. Please, they aren't letters. They are sound symbols. Do not see them as letters. Now these ones here with the ash background, they are the vowel sounds. So for the vowel sounds, excuse me, we have the monophthong. These are the monophthong. They are the ones with the ash background. Then we have the diphthong. The diphthong are the one with the dark ash background. While all the sounds with the yellow background, they are the consonant sound. So we will start by learning the consonant sounds. So the first consonant sound that I have here is articulated P. Remember to watch my mouth. Put your lips together and release the sound. P. It's a plosive sound. P, 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 P. We can have it in words like, say after me, penis, penis, pencil, pencil. Now, when you have words that end with L sound, make sure the tip of your tongue is touching the upper teeth Watch my mouth again. Pencil, cell, not pencil. This is wrong. Don't say pencil. Say pencil. Purple, purple. Biscuit, biscuit. Base. Oh, sorry. Okay, purple. That is the last sound with the p sound. Now the next sound that we have here is the b sound. B, b. You can have it in words like biscuit. So it's wrong to say biscuit. Simply say biscuit. Where is the biscuit? Say basic, not basic. Basic, basic. The S in basic sounds like S. Do not change it to Z. Do not say basic. Say basic. We also have bath, bath, bath. The TH in that word, you need to put your tongue outside. Bath. We have bathe, bathe. So B-A-T-H is not pronounced the same way as you will pronounce B-A-T-H-E. B-A-T-H is rightly pronounced bath. B-A-T-H-E is rightly pronounced bathe. Bathe. We also have birthday. Birthday, not by day. Birthday. We also have belated. Belated. Belated is a word that you use when you're greeting someone after something has passed. So let's assume yesterday was your birthday and I want to greet you. It's wrong for me to say happy birthday in arrears. That's wrong. We only use arrears for money. Rather, I should say belated happy birthday. I could also say belated birthday wishes, Ita C. Now, the next consonant sound that we have here is t, t, t. We can have it in words like tortoise, tortoise, not tortoise, tortoise. You can also have it in turtle, turtle. So tortoise and turtle aren't pronounced the same way. We can also have it in trophy. It's not trophy. Trophy, not trophy. I hope you're pronouncing along. Now, the next consonant sound that we have is D. 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 We can have it in words like debt. When you owe someone, you owe a debt. The B in this word is silent. So D-E-B-T and D-E-A-T-H, they aren't pronounced the same way. When you're talking about owing someone, when you owe someone, you say debt, the B is silent. But when you're talking about someone who is not in this world again, we say death. There is TH in that spelling, so your tongue has to be outside. Death, death, death. We also have December, December. We also have deposit, not deposit. Deposit. I need to deposit the money, not I need to deposit the money. I need to deposit the money. Debt. December. The C in this word sounds like S. It's not sounding like Z. December. Deposit, not deposit. Deposit. The next sound that we have here is ch, 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 not sh. For us to articulate the ch sound, remember, put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Put your teeth together and release the sound suddenly. Ch. You can have it in words like cheap, cheap, much, much, question. Sometimes when we have letter S before T-I-O-N, T-I-O-N will sound chin. It sounds like CH. The T-I there will sound like CH. Question. So it's not question. Question. Debt. Sorry, no. Cheap. Much. Question. Now the next sound we have is J. 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 We can have it in words like judge, January, jelly, judge, January, jelly. So you don't say George, you don't say January. It's not January. When you spell the word, it is letter A that you have there, not letter E. So the letter A here does not sound E. So it's not January, it's January, jelly. The next consonant sound we have is K. We can have it in words like kudos, not kudos. Kudos, not kudos. You can have it in cucumber, not cucumber. Cucumber, cucumber. Don't say cucumber, say cucumber. You can also have it in carpet, carpet, not carpet. Carpet, kudos, cucumber, carpet. Now the last sound here is G, G, G. You can have it in words like gurgle, gurgle, Google, Google, goggle, goggle. Now let's take the sounds again. Say after me. Watch what my mouth is doing. Say after me. P, penis, pencil, purple. B, biscuit, basic, bath, bathe, birthday, belated. T, tortoise, turtle, trophy. D, debt, December, deposit. Ch, cheap, much, question. J, judge, January, jelly. K, kudos, cucumber, carpet. G, gurgle, Google, goggle. Now let's go to the next row, the next consonant sound. The first sound here is, you can have it in words like first. So you should not say first. Rather, you should say first, not first. First. Feel, not fuel. Feel. Off. Now, when you have the word OFF, the FF there sounds off. Father. And the word father, the letter A here makes a long sound. Father. Don't say father. Father is wrong. Say father. The next sound is the. You can have it in words like verbatim, not verbatim. Verbatim. Vegetable. Don't say vegetable. Say vegetable. Vitamin. Vitamin. Of. Now, OFF is pronounced off. The FF here sounds like F, off. Where the F here sounds like V, of. Not the same pronunciation. The next sounds that we have here, these two sounds here, they are the TH sound. The first one is called the voiceless TH sound. You need to put your tongue in between your teeth and you blow out air like this. Can you see my tongue is in between my teeth? It is not behind my teeth. It is in between. Then I need to blow out air. You can have it in words like think, think, anthem, anthem, bath, bath, cloth, cloth. So it's not cloth. If you say it, your tongue will be inside, and that's wrong. When you have TH in a word, most times, not all the times, your tongue must be outside. So it must sound cloth, cloth, bath, etc. Now the second TH sound, the second TH sounds th. You also need to put your tongue outside and say th, th, th. Now the second TH sound, it sounds like D. It sounds like D. Th, th, th. But this one sounds like T. So you realize that when an average Nigerian is speaking, and an average Nigerian is trying to pronounce the TH words, sometimes they sound a TH word like it's a T that is there. Sometimes they sound the TH word like it's a D that is there. Why? Because they do not put their tongue outside. So for you to pronounce words that have this sound, you have to put your tongue outside and sound like you're saying the T sound. For you to pronounce this one, put your tongue outside as well and sound it like there is a D there. Let's take some example. Now, an average Nigerian will pronounce this word like them, like it's a D that is there. No, it's not a D. It's TH. So you must put your tongue outside and say them, 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 not them. When you put your tongue inside, it's going to sound like D-E-M, dem. But for you to rightly pronounce T-H-E-M, your tongue must be outside, them. Another example, smooth, not smooth, not smoothie, smoothie, smooth, smoothie, etc. Another example, bathe, not bathe. Bathe is B-A-D-E, bathe. The right pronunciation is bathe. Your tongue has to be in between your teeth. Bathe. Then we have Close. Your tongue has to be in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Close. So let's practice together. The first TH, put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth and blow out air. Pronounce the words together with me. Think, anthem, bath, cloth. The second TH, put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth and make a vibration. The, the. You can have it in words like them, anthem, sorry, them, smooth, smooth, bathe, bathe, close, close. I want to believe the TH sounds are clear. Please, if you understand the TH sound, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment. If the TH sounds are clear, please let me know in the comment. Okay, if you can't hear me, it might be because you didn't join with your audio. Please, someone can help me write in the Zoom chat how to join with their audio. Those of you on the Zoom call that cannot hear me, it's because you haven't joined with your audio. But then if you're having troubles with Zoom, simply join via YouTube. Just go back to the group and click on the link there. It will take you straight to YouTube and you will be able to hear me perfectly. Excuse me. I appreciate your feedback, everyone. So let's proceed. Now, the next consonant sound that I have is you can have it in words like see, some, sa, not some, some. The letter O in this word makes the sound. Ah, ah, ah. Remember that sound. Do not open it wide. Just open the sound a bit. Just open your mouth a bit. Do not open your mouth wide. Ah, ah, ah. Some, not some. Some, 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 not some. Base. The S in this word makes the sound, not the Z sound. Base. Loose. The S makes the sound as in snake. Loose. Rice. December. December. Now the next consonant sound we have here is the Z sound. You can have words like zip, zoo, rise. Now look at this word, R-I-C-E, rice, sounding like S as in snake. R-I-S-E, rise. The S there sounds like Z, rise. Loose. This is loose. The S here sounds like S as in snake. Well, this one, the S here sounds like Z, lose. Do not write on my screen, please. I do not want all of those ticks on my screen, please. The next consonant sound is sh. Remember the sh and ch sound. For the ch sound, you release the sound suddenly. For the sh sound, you release the sound slowly. Sh. You can have it in words like sheep, wash, chef. Now, sometimes CH will sound like SH. When you have words that, when you spell them, they have CH. If those words have their origin in French, what that means is, if you have a word that the word was borrowed from a particular language, So for example, this word here, CHEF, the CH, this word here is borrowed from French. So when we want to pronounce it, we will pronounce the CH here like SH. So instead of saying chef, we would say chef. We would say chevron. The CH will sound like SH. We would say crash. The CH will sound like SH. We would say cash. The CH will sound like SH. So say after me. Sheep, wash, chef, chevron, crash, cash. Now the next sound, which is the last sound on this roll, is the j sound. J, 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 j. Now we can have that sound in words like Peugeot, not Peugeot. Peugeot. The GE in that word sounds j. Peugeot. You can have it in vision, vision, vision. When you have a word that ends in SION, sometimes that word can sound shin, and sometimes that word can sound jun. It depends. How do you know when the word should sound jun? When you have a vowel letter before SION. SION will sound jun, vision. SION will not sound shun. It will sound jun, vision. Also, when you have letter R after, when you have letter R before SION, SION will also sound jun. Excursion. Let me take that again. SION can sound jun, and sometimes it can sound shun. But how do you know when it's sounding jun and when it's sounding shun? What you need to do is ask yourself, what letter do I have before SION? If I have a vowel letter or letter R before SION, SION will sound jun. Let me check that again. If I have a vowel letter or letter R before SION, SION will sound jun. So we would say vision. I have letter I before SION, so SION will sound jun. Vision. Here I have letter R before SION, so SION would also sound jun. Excursion. But if I have a consonant letter, if I have a consonant letter apart from letter R, if I have a consonant letter except letter R before SION, then SION will sound shin. It will sound like SH. Example, mission. In the word mission, I have consonant S before SION. So because of this consonant S, SION will sound shin, mission. I also have commission. I have letter S, consonant S before SION. So SION would sound shin, commission. But if it was a vowel letter that I have before SION, SION will sound jun. Or if I have letter R, even though letter R is a consonant, if I have it before SION, SION will sound jun, excursion. Please let me know if this explanation of the SION is clear. Let me know if SION explanation is clear. Let me know if SION explanation is clear. Okay, those of you saying not clear, I need you to listen well, please. I'll take it one more time. So listen attentively. There are vowel letters and consonant letters in English. We already talked about that earlier. So when you have a vowel letter before S-I-O-N, if you spell the word vision, the letter that you have before S-I-O-N is a vowel. Excuse me. Because that letter is a vowel, S-I-O-N will sound gen, vision, revision, etc. Also, if you have letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N would also sound jeune. Just like we heard it sounded in vision. It will sound jeune as well, excursion. So the rule is, if you have vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune. Is that first rule clear? Let me know if the first rule is clear. If you have a vowel letter or letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound gen. Let me know if the first rule is clear, please. Let me know if the first rule is clear. Okay, thank you. Now to the second rule. The second rule says that if you have any other consonant letter apart from letter R, if you have any other consonant letter apart from letter R, then letter R will sound shin, shin. If you have a consonant letter apart from letter R is a consonant letter, but it does not follow this second rule. Instead, it followed the first rule. So if you have any other consonant letter apart from letter R, S-I-O-N will sound shin. You can have it in words like mission and commission. If the second rule is clear, please let me know. I believe it's clear anyway. Now let's go over all the consonant sound in the second row. Watch what my mouth is doing. Say after me. First, feel, off, father, v, verbatim, vegetable, vitamin, of. Remember to put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Think, anthem, bath, cloth. The next one, the. Remember to put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. The. Them. Smooth. Bathe. Clothe. The next sound, see. Some. Base. Loose. Rice. December. The next sound. Z. Zip. Zoo. Rise. Lose. The next sound. Sh. Sheep. Wash. Chef. Chevron. Crash. Cash. The last sound here. J. Peugeot. Vision. Excursion. Now let's move to the last set of consonant sound. And the first sound is mm. Mm. We can have it in machete, not machete. The CH in this word also sounds like SH. Machete. Meme, not meme. Marijuana, not marijuana. Marijuana. Mother. Ah, the letter O here makes this sound. Remember this sound again. Ah, do not open your mouth wide to pronounce it. Ah, mother, ma, not mother. Say mother, ma, mother. The TH, you need to put your tongue outside. Murder, murder. So mother and murder aren't pronounced the same way. The next sound. Mm, mm. Niche. The CH here also sounds like SH. Niche. Nigeria. Nurse. Niche. Nigeria. Nurse. In the word nurse, you have a long sound. Remember the sound you have in bird. This sound. That is the same sound you have in nurse. Nurse. Bird. etc. The next sound is If you're articulating that sound well, you're going to feel some weight on your nose. You can have it in words like tongue. When you have N and G in words, it sounds not ung. Watch my mouth. N and G do not sound ung. It sounds So you say tongue, kin, song, bank. The next sound here is you need to take a deep breath. You can have it in words like house. Hesitate, not hesitate. Hesitate. Hostel. Hostel. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. Now, sometimes you can have letter H in words, but the H is silent. So you must be able to identify those words that have silent H. Here are a few examples. Air. So for you to pronounce those words with silent H, you must make sure that you are not taking a deep breath. Remember, for you to articulate the H sound, you need to take a deep breath. But for you to pronounce words with silent H, do not take a deep breath. Instead, you hold your breath. Hold your breath. So you go, air. Your H should not be heard. Hold your breath. Honest. The H should not be heard. Now the E here makes the A sound. This symbol here is articulated A. The way you would say the first letter in the alphabet, A, B, C, this is the A sound here, A, A. So this word is regularly pronounced honest, nist. The E here sounds A. Honest, not honest. Honor, honor. The H is silent, so hold your breath. Now in English, there's something we call H factor, and under the H factor, we have what we call H affectation and H deaffectation. H affectation is when you are adding H to words that do not have H. Most times when you listen to Yoruba people, you see them add H to words that start with vowel sound. So if they want to pronounce this word, you would hear them say something like apple. They would add H to this word. They would say apple. They would say egg. That is wrong. Never add H to words that start with vowel letters. Never add H. Remember, for you not to add H, hold your breath. Hold it. Also, when you have silent H words, make sure you are not adding H to those words. To make sure you're not adding H to those words, hold your breath. Hold your breath. Now, the second type of H factor is called H deaffectation. H deaffectation happens when you are removing H from words that have H. So for example, in fact, this particular one, H deaffectation, is common to 80% Nigerians. What do I mean by H deaffectation? For example, when you want to pronounce words that have H, like the word house, you hear people say something like house, they will not pronounce the H. They will leave out the H. That is wrong. The H is not silent, so it must be heard. Take a deep breath and say house. Another example is hospital. An average Nigerian would say hospital, hospital. Instead of hospital, the H should be heard. So because you're here today, you want to start to pay attention to how you pronounce words with H. If you have letter H in the word, you need to ask yourself, is the H silent? If the H is silent, make sure that you are holding your breath so that we don't hear the sound of the H. If the H is not silent, make sure you are taking a deep breath so that we can hear the sound of the H. Now, if the word starts with vowel letters, make sure you are not adding H to such words. Please let me know if you understand the H sound. If you're clear with how to articulate the H sound, please let me know. If you're clear about how to articulate the H sound, please let me know in the comments. If you're on YouTube, let me know in the chat if you are on Zoom. Great, I understand. Well done. Now let's go to the next sound, the L sound. L, L, L. You can have it in words like library, not library, say library. Lettuce, not lettuce, it's not tus, it's tis, lettuce, lettuce. Lieutenant, not lieutenant, lieutenant. Don't say lieutenant, say lieutenant. Now, when you have words that ends with letter L, make sure the L is heard. Don't say school. Say school. School. Don't say ball. Say ball. The L should be heard because it's not silent. Ball, school, etc. Now the next sound we have is R. Now some people struggle with the U and R sound. Now for the U sound, the tip of your tongue touch the upper part of your teeth like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why for the R sound? You need to roll your tongue. You need to roll your tongue. Roll it. It goes R. So your tongue has to turn upside down. R, 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 R. So this is L and this is R. So for sound, you can have words like resource or resource. Sometimes you can change the S here to a Z sound, resource. The C sounds like an S, or you can decide to articulate the S and the C like resource. We also have resident, resident, restaurant, not restaurant, 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 not restaurant. The next sound is w, w, w. We can have it in words like woman, woman. We can also have it in women, women, women. The plural is women, while the singular is woman. We can also have it in Wednesday. Don't say Wednesday, say Wednesday. And the last consonant sound is y, y, y. Remember I mentioned earlier that these are sounds, not letters. So this looks like letter J, but it's not making the J sound. Rather, it's making the Y sound, y. This is the symbol that is making the J sound, j. What this one here is y. So we can have it in words like yacht. Please don't say yacht. The CH is silent. The C and H in this word are silent. So do not say yacht, say yacht or yacht. Say yogurt, not yogurt. Yogurt. Yellow. Oh. Yellow, not yellow. Yellow, not yellow. Now let's go through the last set of consonant sounds. Articulate the sounds with me and pronounce the words. Machete, meme, marijuana, mother, murder, niche, Nigeria, nurse, tongue, king, song, bank, house, hesitate, hostile, hyperbole, not hyperbole. Say hyperbole. Remember the silent H words, sometimes letter H will be silent. So make sure you're not pronouncing the H when it is silent. Also, when you have words that start with vowels, do not add the H sound. Ooh. Library. Lettuce. Lieutenant. School. Ball. Resource. Resident. Restaurant. woman, women, Wednesday, yacht, yogurt, yellow. So these are all the consonant sounds. We have successfully learned all the consonant sounds with examples. So now, the vowel sounds. But before we learn the vowel sounds, we won't be able to learn all the vowel sounds. But then we'll learn some of them. But before then, let's move to the second step, step 2, which talks about pronunciation rules. Now, one of the pronunciation rules that we'll talk about today is the vowel length. Now, let's go back to the vowel chart, the IPA chart. Now, if you look at the vowel part, you realize that the vowels aren't written the same way like the consonant. Some of the vowels have 2 dots. Those of them that have 2 dots are the long vowels. Some of the vowels some of them do not have any dots at all, like these ones. Those are the short vowels. While some of the vowels, they are written in pairs. They come in 2 symbols, like these ones. They come in 2 symbols. These ones are called the glide vowels. Another name for the glide vowels are the diphthongs. But when we put the long vowels and the short vowels, when we put them together, we say we have the monophthong. So now, one of the reasons why you must pay attention to the length of the vowels is so that when you speak, you create a rhythmic pattern. Unlike our native languages, when we speak our native languages, we speak them flat. We say things like, I am going to the market. My name is Bukola. That is wrong. For you to speak the English language correctly, you must create a rhythm, just like music. You must go up, down, up, down, up, down. And one of the things that helps to create that rhythm is the vowel length, such that when you read a sentence where you have the long vowels, make sure you articulate it as a long vowel, make it long. Where you have the short vowels, make sure to articulate it as a short vowel. And where you have the glide vowels, make sure to articulate it as a glide. So how do you identify the long vowels, the short vowels, and the glide? One is to identify their symbols. So those with the 2 dots, they are the long vowels. Those without the 2 dots are the short vowels. And those that come in pairs, they are the glide vowels. Now, how do you identify them in spelling? These aren't always consistent, so I'm just going to call them as hints. Sometimes when you have a word that has only 1 vowel letter in it, like can, like sit, sometimes the vowel letter will make a short vowel. Now, sometimes when the vowels in a word come in 2s, like in the word seat, S-E-A-T, you have E and A. Sometimes it can act as a long vowel. Also, sometimes when you have letter R after 1 vowel letter, like in the word port, we have letter R after 1 vowel letter. Here, the O here, because of the R after it, it would make a long vowel. So these are just hints to help you to be able to identify them when you see the spelling of a word. So if I want to read this sentence, I must articulate the words there with the short vowels. I must articulate it as a short word. Those with the long vowels, I must articulate it as a long word. And those with the glide vowel, I must articulate it as a glide word. What do we mean by a glide vowel? Remember, glide vowels come in pairs, in 2s. So it means that if you want to articulate words in glide, you must articulate each sound. These two sounds must be heard. So if I want to articulate this sound, I would go slowly from the first sound to the second sound and go air, air. I will not say here. Look at the word example, H-E-R-E. For me to pronounce this word example, I won't say ear. I will not pronounce this word as ear. I will pronounce it as here, here. And after Nigerian will say, I am standing here. It's not here. There are two sounds, A and together, air. I am standing here. The H should be heard. It's not silent. Another example of the glide sound is A. Go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. A. So I would not say wait. I would say wait. For the ladies in this class this evening, I want you to pay attention to two glide vowels, the A and the O. These two sounds, I call them the classy sound. I call them the classy sound. So if you're a lady and you want to start speaking as a classy lady, you want to start speaking as in a classy manner, those words that an average Nigerian will pronounce as a, an average Nigerian will say, what did you say? Today is Sunday. No. You want to change it from a to a. You want to go, what did you say? Today is Sunday. Not today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Just articulating that A sound properly, it makes your speech better. Instead of saying, what did you say? I would say, what did you say? Say. Another sound you must pay attention to if you are a lady here is the O sound. O. We hear this in words that an average Nigerian articulates as O. An average Nigerian will say show. It's not show. You want to start to say, oh, show. An average Nigerian will say, your phone is ringing. You want to start to say, your phone is ringing. An average Nigerian will say, no, go away. You want to say, no, go away. It's that simple. Going slowly from the first sound to the second sound. So it's not go, it's go. It's not away, it's away. It's a C. So let's get back to the vowel length. Now look at the sentence examples we have again. Let's identify the words with the short sound and the words with the long sound. This first word has a short sound, can. The next word here has a glide sound. So this word is not I, it's I. Remember the glide sound. Go slowly from the first sound to the second sound. I. Can I? Not can I? No, it's can I? Can I? Not can I? Can I? Sit on the sit also has a short vowel. On has a short vowel. Sit on the has a short vowel. Seat has a long vowel. Seat. Can I sit on the seat, please? Can I sit on the seat, please? Not can I sit on the seat. Can I sit on the seat, please? It's a C. Can I sit on the seat, please? So if I do not pay attention to the length of these words, and I just go, can I sit on the seat, please? Without paying attention to the length, then I will be wrong. Now let's look at the second example. She has a long sound. Bought has a long sound. The has a short sound. Pot has a long sound. Pot has a long sound. Pot, rather, has a short sound. Hat has a short sound. The has a short sound. Pot has a long sound. So she bought the pot at the port. She bought the pot at the port. She bought the pot at the port. Instead of saying she bought the pot at the port, where I have the long vowels, I must make it long. Where I have the short vowels, I must make it short. She bought the pot at the port. If you're learning, please let me know you're learning in the WhatsApp group. Please, if you're learning, I would love you to go to the WhatsApp group. Let me know you're learning. I would love you to go to the WhatsApp group and tell me about the experience here. Some people are not able to access due to their network. Some people do not even know the pet group. Some people are joining the WhatsApp call. And so right now, I'm getting some messages of calling scam, scam, scam. So if you're here and you're learning, I'd like you to please leave a message in the WhatsApp group, not on Zoom or on YouTube, in the WhatsApp group, so that those that do not have access will know that we have not scammed them. We are delivering as promised. So please, if you're learning, if you're getting value for your money, if you're getting more than what you paid for, if it's worth your time and energy, please go to the groups, the WhatsApp groups, and please just share your experience here. Just go to the WhatsApp group and please share your experience, before some people will go online on Facebook or Instagram and start saying rubbish about me, please. Simply go to the WhatsApp groups, any of the WhatsApp groups, tell them about your experience, please. Thank you. I'll be in the WhatsApp group reading your feedback. Excuse me. Please do that for me to assure those that do not have access that we are given value as we had promised. Please go to the WhatsApp group and let me know how the experience is going. Share your experience in the WhatsApp group. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, please. Oh, thank you. Somebody says, I'm getting value for the stipend. Awesome. Somebody says, I'm learning. The class is interesting and indeed value laden. Bukola, you're really impacting greatly, please. God bless you. Thank you. It's amazing. I've really learned a lot. I'm learning. It's a nice time to learn with my code. I'm learning, getting value for my money. I've learned. So unfortunate. I'm getting value. Okay, you should rather say so fortunate instead of so unfortunate. The learning is awesome right now. I'm learning, very interesting, very rich resources. She's sharing for just 1,000. It's worth it. This is eye-opening. In fact, I am blessed. Got job. Great. Go ahead. I'm learning greatly. I'm learning on Zoom right now. I've learned a lot. Thank you. I'm learning a lot new things has been learned so far. I didn't get anything. Somebody said I didn't get anything. Please join the lesson, join the webinar to start learning. I sincerely appreciate everyone who left feedback. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Thank you so much. So vowel length, they make you create that rhythm that would help you to speak the way English should be spoken. Now, still on the pronunciation rules, let's learn about the silent letters. In English, there's something called silent letters. You might have heard some people pronounce some words, or you yourself might have pronounced some words, and you're wondering, why do we have this letter here when we are not expected to pronounce it? That is the challenge, or that is one of the challenges of English pronunciation. In English, sometimes you can have a letter that should not be pronounced, just like we saw in silent H words earlier. We can also have it in other letters from A to Z. There's some words where letter A must be silent. There's some words where letter B should be silent, letter C up to Z like that. I have an ebook where I talked about silent letters from A to Z, words where letter A is silent, words where letter B is silent, up to letter Z. So, but right here now, we're going to learn some of such words. And the first word that I have on my list is listen. I hear some people say listen. Please, the word is not listen. The word is listen. The T is silent, but then the S should be articulated like a S, not like a Z. Listen, not listen. Wednesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday, Wednesday, not Wednesday. Receipts, receipt, not receipts. Receipts, not receipts. We also have muscle, muscle, not Moscow. We have cupboard, not cupboard or cupboard, cupboard, cupboard. The P is silent, so do not pronounce the P. We have knife, knife. The K is silent. Of course, you know that. We have definitely, 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 not definitely, definitely. We also have spam, spam, not Tom, spam, not Tom. We also have salmon, salmon, not salmon, 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 not salmon. The L is silent. We have castle, castle, not castle, 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 not castle. We have answer, answer, not answer, answer. We have hour. The H is silent. So do not say hour. Say hour, hour, hour. We also have comfortable, comfortable, not comfortable. Say comfortable. I am comfortable. Are you comfortable? Comfortable, not comfortable. We also have scissors, scissors. Where's the scissors? We have doubt, not doubt, doubt, doubt. We also have cold, not cold. The L in that word is silent. So do not say cold. Say cold, cold. The L is silent. We also have it in showed and would. Then we have taste. The E is silent in taste. And lastly, we have climb, climb, not climb. Say climb, climb, not climb. Now let's practice the words together. Say after me. Lesson, Wednesday, receipt, muscle, sandwich, island, cupboard, knife, definitely, thumb, salmon, castle, answer, hour, comfortable, scissors, doubt, could, taste, climb, and so many other silent words like that. So you must be able to identify these silent words so that when you see them in word and you're pronouncing such words, it is easier for the person listening to you to understand. Because if you, let's assume you're trying to say receipt and you're saying receipt, the P is silent. That's wrong. Receipts. I need a receipt, not I need a receipt. You're trying to say cupboard. Make sure you pronounce cupboard properly, not cupboard. Say cupboard, 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 not cupboard. You're trying to say comfortable. You're not saying comfortable. Say comfortable, 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 not comfortable. You're saying vegetable, not vegetable. It's a C. Now let's move to the next, which is about connected speech. Connected speech is what talks about how you pronounce a word in isolation is different from how you pronounce the word when you have it in a sentence. There are different types of connected speech, but one common one is the linking R. The linking R happens when you have a word that ends in letter R and the next word starts with a vowel. So for example, if you have a word like car, car ends in letter R, and the next word after car starts with a vowel. For you to say this sentence or this phrase, you must link the R here to the vowel here. So take, for example, you want to read this sentence. The car is faulty. If you read the sentence that way, you will not get that rhythmic nature of the English language. English should never be spoken in a flat way. It must be rhythmic, up, down, up, down, up, down. It must be rhythmic, not it must be rhythmic. No, it must be rhythmic. So another thing that helps you get that rhythmic nature, aside from the vowel length, is connected speech. So instead of me to say, the car is faulty, the right thing to say is, the car is faulty. The car is faulty. So if I want to say it, I'm going to say it like this. The car is faulty. So car and is will come together. I would say car is, not car is. The car is faulty. Another example, if I have a sentence like, The pastor ran his wife in the car parked in the garage. Now look at the sentence. The word pastor ends with letter R. The next word after pastor starts with a vowel. So for me to read this part correctly, I must link these two. So I must say the pastor ran. So pastor and becomes one word. The pastor ran. Let's keep reading. His wife, R ends with R because the E is silent. The next word here starts with a vowel in. So if I read these two together as well, I must link it. So I'm going to read it like this. The pastor ran his wife Aaron, not in. I won't say the pastor and his wife are in. If I read it that way, I will not get the rhythmic nature of the English language. So for me to get it, I must put together those words that ends with letter R, and if the next word starts with a vowel. Now look at this word here, car. Car also ends with letter R. But the next word, parked, does not start with a vowel. So because parked does not start with a vowel, I should not link them. I should not link them. So I would not say the pastor and his wife are in the car parked. No, I can say car parked. No, because the word after car does not start with a vowel. I can only link a word when the word ends with letter R and the next word starts with a vowel. If the next word does not start with a vowel, I should not link them. I believe that's clear. Is it clear, please? Let me know if it's clear, please. Let me know if you understand what linking R is. So for me to read this sentence, I will go, the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. The pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. Not the pastor and his wife are in the car parked in the garage. No. Please let me know if you're clear about linking R. Let me know if you're clear about linking R. Let me know if linking R is clear. Let me know. I'm waiting for your feedback. Okay. Simply put, when you have a word that ends with letter R, if the next word starts with a vowel, link them. Say the two words like they're one. If you have a word that ends with letter R, if the next word does not start with a vowel, don't link them. It's that simple. So instead of saying the car is faulty, car ends with letter R. Is starts with a vowel. Car and is, I'll say it together. The car is faulty. Instead of saying father and mother, father ends with letter R. N starts with a vowel. So father and, I'll say it together. Father and mother. It's that simple. Okay, let's move to the next, which is intonation. Still on helping you create that rhythmic nature when you speak English, you must learn intonation. So what is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of the pitch of your voice when you speak. Remember I said, when we speak English, our tone must go up, down, up, down, up, down. It should not be on the same level. You don't say, I am tired. Rather, I am tired, not I am tired. It shouldn't be on the same level. All the words in your sentence should not be on the same level. So intonation is one of those things that you need to learn to help you speak rhythmically without sounding fake. So when you speak, it's either your tone goes up or your tone comes down. So how do you know when your tone should go up and when your tone should come down? When you have a sentence or question, if the question is a yes or no question, you're expected to use a rising tone. That means your tone should go up at the end of such question. What is a yes or no question? A yes or no question is a question that when you ask, the person you're asking will either reply with a yes or a no. So if I should ask you, are you learning? You would either say, yes, I am learning, or no, I am not learning. So are you learning is a yes or no question. It's an example of a yes or no question. So according to intonation, when I'm asking such question, when I get to the end of such question, the tone of my voice should go up. Are you learning? Learning? Look at my tone. Are you learning? Not are you learning? Are you learning? Learning? Are you learning? Yes, I am learning, or no, I am not learning. Also, when you are greeting and you're adding a title, you should also use a rising intonation. For example, good morning, Bridget. Bridget is an example of a title. Good morning, sir. Not good morning, sir. It's not sir. It's sir. Good morning, sir. Sir is an example of a rising tone. Sir, rather, is an example of a title. So you should use a rising tone. Good morning, ma'am. Talking about ma'am. Ma'am is a word that you can use for a woman. But when you're talking to your mother, you're expected to use ma. When you're talking to other women that aren't your mother, you should use mom. So when you're referring to the diction queen, because I am not your mother, please do not say ma. Don't say good evening, ma. Don't say yes, ma. That's wrong. Ma is a special word for only your mother. If a woman is not your mother, do not use ma. You can either use madam or ma'am. So good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Diction Queen. Good evening, Blessing. Good evening, Mr. Charles. Rising tone. Now, if you're greeting someone without a title, feel free to use a falling tone. Good evening. No name, no title. Good evening. But if you're adding a name or a title, it becomes good evening, ma'am. Do you get it? Now, we also use a rising tone when we are listing things. For example, tonight I will eat yam, fried eggs, and turkey. Tonight I will eat yam, rising tone. I'm listing yam, fried eggs, rising tone. Now, by the time I'm coming to end, turkey, and turkey, falling tone. So when you're listing things, please use rising tone. But once you're approaching the full stop, then use falling tone. Also, we use falling tone when we're making a statement. For example, you want to say, I am hungry. Falling tone. I am hungry. Not, I am hungry. No, it's a statement, so you should use a falling tone. I am hungry. I need to eat. I'm his friend. I am the diction queen. Falling tone. So in summary, we have two types of tones, rising tone and falling tone. When you're asking a yes or no question, use a rising tone. When you're greeting with a title, use a rising tone. When you're listing things, use a rising tone. For falling tone, when you're making a statement, use a falling tone. When you're approaching a full stop, use a falling tone. When you're asking a WH question, use a falling tone. A WH question is a question that starts with a WH word. For example, what is your name? What is your name? What? That sentence starts with what, and what is a WH word. How are you today? How are you today is an example of a WH question because it starts with a WH word. How? How is a special WH word. Where have you been? Where have you been is an example of a WH question because it starts with a WH word. Where? Where have you been? So you should use a falling tone. Please let me know if you're clear about intonation. Let me know if you understand intonation. Let me know if you're clear about intonation. Let me know if you're clear about intonation so we can proceed. Let me know if you're clear about intonation. Perfect, clear. Ah, goodness. There's always someone who is not clear about it. Intonation talks about rising tone and falling tone. Rising tone means your tone is going up at the end of a sentence or question. Falling tone means your tone is coming down at the end of a question or a statement. When do you use a rising tone? When asking a yes or no question. Have you eaten? Rising tone. When greeting someone and you are mentioning the name of the person or the person's title. Good morning, doctor. Rising tone. When you're listing things. I hate mangoes, watermelon, apples. You're listing. Rising tone. Now let's go to the falling tone. When do you use falling tone? You use falling tone when you're making a statement. I need to eat. You use falling tone when you're asking a WH question. What is your name? You use a falling tone when you're approaching a full stop. I hate mangoes, watermelon, apples, and banana. When I say and banana, I am already approaching a full stop. If I'm writing the sentence out, I'm approaching a full stop already. So I need to change from rising to falling. And banana. I believe that's clear now. Now let's move to stress. Another thing that you must learn to help you speak in a rhythmic way is word stress. There are different types of stress in English. But tonight, we're only going to talk about word stress. Word stress is you pronouncing a word stress placement. What do I mean? When you have a word, you need to ask yourself, is the word a one-syllabic word or a two-syllabic word or three-syllabic word? So ask yourself, how many syllables does this word has? If the word has more than one syllable, then a part of that word must be stressed. I'll repeat that. When you have a word in English, when you want to pronounce such word, ask yourself, how many syllables are there in this word? If the word has more than one syllable, then you must stress a part of that word. Let's take the word table, for example. An average Nigerian will pronounce that word as tebu. Tebu. I hope you can see my hand. An average Nigerian will pronounce it as tebu, the same way. Tebu. That's wrong. The right way to pronounce it is table. Table. Why? Because the word has more than one syllable. In fact, the word has two syllables. It has te and bull. So one of these syllables must be stressed. It's either you're stressing tay or you're stressing bull, but never say both syllables the same way. Never say both as table. No, one has to be stressed. So the question is, how do I stress that word? For you to stress a word, you must say that word louder, longer, and clearer. So back to the word table. I must say one of these parts in that word table. I must say it louder. I must say it longer. I must say it clearer. So how do I know which of these two parts that I have in table should be said louder, longer, and clearer? Then I need to learn stress rules. There are over 20 stress rules in English, but we cannot learn all of it tonight. So we're going to learn just two of it. Now, one of those two rules says, when you have a word that has two syllables, for example, table, it has two syllables. If the word is a noun, then you should stress the first syllable. If the word is an adjective, you should also stress the first syllable. I'll take the rule again. If you have a word that has two syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, please stress the first syllable. For example, table. Table has two syllables, tay and bo. Is table a noun or an adjective? Table is a noun. So according to that rule, we should stress the first syllable, which means the first part of table, the TA, should be said louder, it should be said longer, and clearer. So if I want to pronounce this, I have to go table. Now the second part, the bull, should not be said louder, should not be said longer, should not be said clearer. It means that I need to rush over the second syllable, bull. I won't say bull, so that it does not sound like table. I would rush over the second part, bull, table, table, put it on the table, not put it on the table. Can you see the difference? Put it on the table, as against put it on the taboo. No, table. Let's take another example. This word here. This word also has two syllables, but it's not a noun. Okay, sometimes it can act as a noun, but right now I'm not seeing it as a noun. I want to see it as a verb. So the second rule that we'll learn tonight says, if you have a word that has two syllables, if the word is a verb or a preposition, then you should stress the second syllable. So if you have a word that has two syllables, if the word is a verb or a preposition, please stress the second syllable. So I will not say success. Rather, I will say success. I am stressing says. Why? Because it's acting as a verb in this word. Says will be said louder, longer, and clearer. While the other parts, I must rush over it. So I won't say success, not success, but success, success, success. Please say after me. Table, success. Let me go over it again. For the sake of those that might not find it clear now. Stress talks about saying a part of a word louder, longer, and clearer. For you to know the part to say louder, longer, and clearer, you need to learn the stress rules. One of the stress rules says, when you have a word that has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, please stress the first syllable. For example, pretty. Pretty is a 2-syllable word and it's an adjective. So I'm going to stress the first part. Pretty, not pretty. Pretty. Another example is woman. Woman. Woman is a 2-syllable word and it's a noun. So I'm going to stress the first part. Woman, not woman. Woman, woman. Another example is the word teacher. Teacher has 2 syllables. It's a noun. So I'm going to stress the first part. Teacher, not teacher. It's a C. Now the second rule says if the word has 2 syllables and it's a verb or a preposition, then I should stress the second syllable. For example, present. Present. I need to present it to the man. I need to present it to the man. Present. Not I need to present it to the man. Another example. Success. Success. A verb. Not success. Success. It's a C. And so many other examples. So let's practice with these examples on the screen. Please say after me. The side. This word has 2 syllables. The side, and it's a verb. Remember the rule, we should stress the second syllable, side. So the first syllable, we need to rush over it. The side, not decide. The side, the side. Another word, knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge has 2 syllables as well. And it's a noun. So I must stress the first syllable. Knowledge, not knowledge. Knowledge, ledge, knowledge. Another example, spacious. Spacious. Spacious has 2 syllables as well. But then, excuse me, it's an adjective. Spacious, not spacious. Spacious, not spacious. Another example, require. Require has 2 syllables and it's a preposition. So I must stress the second syllable. Require. Require, not require. Now I have a 3-syllabic word, which is pronounced democracy, not democracy. 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 Extension, not extension. So say after me, please. The side. Spacious. Democracy. Knowledge. Require. Extension. Now I have about 7 slides, and we just got to 37 slides. But then I would like to take some questions and answer before we proceed, so I can be sure you are following. So if you have questions, I'm just going to do 10-minute questions, just 10 minutes. Because I want us to be done on or before 9 p.m. It's meant to be a 3 hours webinar, like we said. So this is some minutes past 8. So I'm just going to take 10 minutes questions. So if you have questions, you can send it to YouTube. You can send it to what? To Zoom. Question. Please send in your questions. Thank you, Fumi Bakari. I appreciate the love. Please send in your questions. If you have questions, please send in your questions. Your questions, or perhaps you do not have any question. Do we have any question? Thank you, Fumi. Do we have questions? Thank you, Faith. It seems there are no questions. Please, once I continue, I won't go back to questions. So if you have questions now, please ask. Okay, Dora says, does it mean that, question is gone. Does it mean that works with three? I don't understand your question, Dora. I do not understand your question. Differentiate R and other consonant sounds when pronouncing SS. What do you mean when pronouncing SS? I do not understand your question, Shehu, as well. Please be clear about your question. The three-syllabic words again. Extension and what's the other one? Extension and democracy. Those are the words. Extension, democracy. You're welcome, Theresa. Thank you, Infinix. My question is, oh, I can't see your question, Infinix. You only wrote my question is. Can you please re-explain the use of shin? Oh, goodness. SION words. Excuse me, please. This is me going over the SION pronunciation again. I think this is like the fourth time. Please listen attentively. After now, I'm not going to answer questions around SION again. Please listen well. SION can be articulated as shin or jin. What tells you how to articulate them is the letter that you have before the SION. It's that simple. What is the letter that I have before the SION when I have a word with SION? So if I have a word like television, I would ask myself the same question. What letter do I? Please, can you hear me now? I didn't know I was muted. So I said that I'm going to answer the SION question now. This is like the fourth time I'm answering it. And after now, I want to answer the questions on SION again. So please, I need you to listen well, please. When you have words with SION, ask yourself, what letter do I have before the SION? It's that simple. What letter do I have before SION? So if I have a word like television, the letter that I have before SION is letter I. Letter I is that letter that I have before SION. So because letter I is a vowel letter, SION will sound jen, jen, television. Another example, if I have the word excursion, and the word excursion, I have letter R before SION. Because I have letter R before SION, SION will also sound jeune, excursion, jeune, jeune, jeune. These two words are sounding jeune, the same pronunciation. Why? Because I have a vowel letter before SION. Also, because I have letter R before SION. I believe that's clear. Now, the second pronunciation of SION, which is jeune. When I have any other consonant letter apart from letter R. Letter R is a consonant letter. Yes, I know that. But if I have any other consonant letter apart from letter R, then SION will sound shin. like SH. For example, mission. In the word mission, I have letter S before SION. So because letter S is a consonant letter, but it is not letter R, then SION will sound shun. I believe I have cleared the doubt about SION with all my energy. Thank you. Please do not ask questions around SION again. This is like the fourth time of repeating the same thing. You can rewatch the video. The webinar replay will be sent. You can rewatch it to be clear about it again. Thank you. So if you have other questions, please feel free to ask. How do we identify words with silent H? There are no particular rules to tell us when a word has silent H, especially when it's at the beginning of the word. But there are few of them. So you must learn them and be able to identify them. There is no particular rule to help you with that. Ma'am, please could you summarize word stress again? Word stress is when you have a word in English. When you have a word in English, if the word has more than one syllable, you're expected to stress a part of the word. How do you know the part to stress? You need to learn word stress. There are over 20 word stress rules. We cannot talk about that tonight. So I spoke about two. The first one says, if the word has two syllables and it's a noun or an adjective, stress the first syllable. Example, pretty, beauty, table, teacher, etc. The second rule says, if the word has two syllables and it's a verb or preposition, stress the second syllable. Example, present, success, behind, above, again, etc. So that was all I talked about on the stress. For you to know how to stress words with 3 syllables, 4 syllables, 5 syllables, and so on, you need to learn word stress. And we can do all of that tonight. Will the video for the class be available for more practice? Yes, please. I have mentioned that. Okay. I think there are no more questions. Democracy does not follow the first or second rule because it has 3 syllables. Democracy, in fact, it has 4 syllables, not 2 syllables. The first and the second rule that I mentioned only work with words that have 2 syllables. Once a word has more than 2 syllables, it will not follow that rule. There are other rules you should learn for those. Please, can you say the 5 vowel letters? Letter A sounds ah. Open your mouth wide. Letter E sounds eh. Letter I sounds a. A. We talked about the A sound earlier. Letter O sounds oh. Letter U sounds ah. We talked about the ah sound also. It was that sound that I told you that you should not open your mouth wide to pronounce. So letter A and letter U make almost the same sound. The difference is how you articulate them. Letter A, open your mouth wide. Ah. Letter U, do not open your mouth wide. Ah. I hope that answers it. Please, ma'am, how do we double this video? Actually, for those of us that have double, what do you mean double? I do not understand what you mean by double. I do not understand what you mean by double. How do we double? I do not get that. How do I stress apprentice? Apprentice. You're stressing the second syllable. Apprentice. You're stressing the second syllable. Are there other questions? I've already explained that, Sherwood, the vision and mission. I already explained that. Please, can we get more rules of syllables? Your spelling is wrong. Rules is R-U-L-E-S. Syllable is S-Y-L-L-B-L-E. No, please, we can't go further. We are working with time. We still have other things to learn. So for this particular class, we only talk about 2 syllables. We have other classes where you can learn other rules. Thank you, Diction Queen, for being detailed. Thank you, Joyce. I misused ma'am and map, but now I understand. I'm glad you understand. Ma'am, I want to learn how to speak like you, but the lecture looks so bulky. Can I learn these in a month time? This is a webinar, an introductory class. Now, when you are attending classes on social media, you need to understand some things. Webinar means a one-time thing. It comes in a video. The good thing about webinar is you get the replay. You can watch over and over and over again. We have courses. Courses is something that you can do in like 6 weeks. You can do in 3 months. You can do in 6 months. For example, we have a 6 weeks course. We have a 6 weeks personalized course. We have a 6 weeks group course. So that one, you're learning everything you need to learn. So some of these rules you're asking, you're learning all the rules in the course. And it runs for 6 weeks. You learn every day for 6 weeks at your convenient time. Now, there is also what we call trainings. Trainings are things that happen on WhatsApp. They could happen for 2 days, 3 days, sometimes 5 days. So all of these things, they have their duration and time. So this is a webinar. You do not expect a webinar to go for 6 weeks. No. A webinar is usually a one-off thing. But then you can have access to the replay to watch all by yourself again to learn and practice. I hope that answers your question, Faith. So if you need something for a month, we have a course that runs for 6 weeks that you can enroll on. Does it mean that words with 3 syllables, that the middle must be stressed? No, Dora. Like I said, there are rules to this thing. Now, because we stress the second syllable in democracy, doesn't mean that all words with 3 syllables have to be stressed on their second syllable or their middle syllable. No, 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 no. How do we get the video of this learning, especially for those? It will be sent to the WhatsApp group when we are done. Define this exact word and make correction. Continuation. Continuation. What do you mean I should define it? That part is not clear. But the word is rightly stressed, continuation. Continue. The stress before T-I-O-N. The syllable before T-I-O-N is the one we are stressing. Continuation. Please help with the webinar replay. Will be sent. Please, ma'am, can you help list the silent H words? I cannot list everything. For some of them, you have air, H-E-I-R, air. You have honest. You have honor, honorary. You have hour. You have heir, the heir to the throne, among others. Please answer my question. What is your question? I've answered your question already. Can you drop, I've said this over how many times? I think I've attended to everything. Do you only deal with sounds in English? How do you mean, do you only deal with sounds in English? We have learned sounds, we have learned intonation, we have learned rhythm, we have learned stress. We have learned about 4 things or more. Those are the ones I can remember, but I do not understand your question. By this webinar, it is obvious we do not only deal with sounds, but then you can expatiate for me to get you clearly so I can give you a more detailed answer. I want you to call my name. How do you mean call your name? Because you answered my question without mentioning my name. Okay, Yerima Babayo. Yerima Babayo. I believe your name is not Yoruba, so I'm not sure if I pronounced it rightly. I'm grateful. Truly, you are loaded. Grateful is rightly spelled Grateful. Grateful, Grateful. Please, ma'am, how much is the 6 weeks course? Okay, we'll talk about that. How much is the 6 weeks course? Okay, a lot of people are already asking how much is the 6 weeks course, how much is the 6 weeks course. I hope I've answered all the questions that you have answered. If there's any question that I've not answered, feel free to resend it again or send it to the WhatsApp group. I've spent more than 10 minutes on questions already. So let's proceed, please. So now that we have learned all of these things, remember at the beginning I mentioned that we are learning a 3-step formula. And I mentioned that the formula declare has about 8 letters. The acronym declare has 8 letters. And I said each letter in this acronym has a 3-step formula. I promised that we were going to learn the first letter and its 3-step formula, which we have just learned. The D, which stands for Diction Fundamental, and its 3-step formulas are clear and precise articulation, pronunciation rules, and connected speech. So now that you have learned the first part of my formula, declare, like I mentioned earlier, you can't find it on Google. You can Google it now and prove me wrong. You cannot find that formula on Google. It's something I coined myself from years of experience working with myself or working on myself and working with my clients. The diction queen that you see today wasn't born like this. In fact, until I left university, I wasn't like this. From secondary school until university, I lost my self-esteem because I cannot speak confidently in public. Plus the fact that I am petite. If you've seen my full picture, you know that I'm a petite person. A petite person is a small person, slim and short. I went to a government school, a government secondary school, where I have people that are taller than my dad and mom as classmates, where they bully me and they make me feel like you're not meant to be here. I remember then my teachers would call me to the staff room and would ask me to put my hand here to see if it was over it. And they would laugh at me and all. All of those affected my self-esteem. Plus, I had terrible grammar and terrible pronunciation. I was just like my dad. I couldn't speak out. I'm always keeping short. When I got to the university, my friends, they were having friends, they were hanging out. I am just all by myself because I cannot speak well. So if you know me, if you have read my story on social media, I have my story on social media all over the place on our website. You would know that I had to work on myself to get to this level. Now, my mentors, my coach, they call me small but mighty. I can speak confidently anywhere I find myself. No matter how tall, how big, how gigantic you are, I am confident to open my mouth, share my ideas, share my opinions, and say what I have to say. It took me a lot to do. And I have not just done it for myself, I have done it for hundreds and thousands of my clients all over the world. Not just in Nigeria, within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And this is the exact same thing I have shared with them. Declare. It was from that experience that I coined that formula. So now that you have learned the first part of the formula, you've learned that it's diction fundamentals, and you've learned all you need to start to do to help you speak better, I believe it is important for you to know the other part of the formula. If you're interested in learning the other part of the formula, let me know in the chat. If you're interested in learning the other parts of my formula, declare, and learning the three-step formula for each letter in that acronym, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to attend to all your questions. I'll attend to them. Okay, I'm interested then. So if you're interested, I have an offer for you. My offer would help you learn the other parts of my formula, not just learning for you to know, but you would learn how to master it. Remember the story of Esther. In fact, my story as well. I like to tell people, as much as years ago, about 5 years ago, I cannot speak in public. I cannot speak amongst friends because I'm not confident in myself. I'm scared that they would judge me. They would laugh at me. They'll make me feel bad. I'm scared that what I would say would not make sense to them. I would rather confuse them. But then I learned, and I did not just learn, I mastered. So learning is good. I tell my clients, learning is about 25% of the whole thing. But mastering is what brings about that transformation. Mastering is what would help you to be able to become that speaker who impresses their listeners every time and everywhere. So if you're interested in learning my formula, and not just learning, but mastering, then it means that you are ready to change how you speak in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, you would know and you would master my proven formula to help you become a better speaker. Not just in diction, but in grammar, in vocabulary, and other areas of communication. So tonight, I am offering you the Diction Mastery Academy. The Diction Mastery Academy is an academy that runs for 6 weeks. Mondays to Fridays, you would learn on the e-learning platform at your preferred time. So if you go to work, or you're a student, or you're a full housewife, or you're a professional, whoever you are, Mondays to Fridays, you will learn on the e-learning platform at your preferred time. Now, each lesson is less than 10 minutes. So it means that all you need is just 10 minutes every day. And each lesson has a task, a quiz that you need to do. You submit the quiz on our WhatsApp group. We listen to what you have submitted. We give feedback according to what you have submitted. The truth is, each of us have different problems. So it is according to your voice note that we give feedback. The course is different from a webinar where we are all doing the same thing. In the course, feedback will be given to each person according to their abilities and according to their needs. That is done every day, Mondays to Fridays. Now, on Saturday at 8 p.m., we meet on Zoom like this, where we would have the opportunity to listen to you. In the 6-week Diction Master Academy, we allow you talk via Zoom. We allow you unmute yourself, speak, so that we can judge how you're speaking to the assignment you usually submit, to see maybe somebody else that is submitting your assignment or you're the one. We give personalized feedback on what you're doing wrongly and what you're doing rightly and what you need to start to do, so that in 6 weeks, you can see your before and your after. In the academy, we do just 3 things. First, we help you enhance your communication abilities to that point where your words will start to command attention. I tell you, if I go for events, especially events that I'm not the host, I love to talk, because the moment I talk, everybody wants to look back and look at who is talking, and everybody wants to be my friend. Once I open my mouth, I command attention. That is what the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy will do for you. Second, it would help skyrocket your confidence, such that you would not be scared to speak anywhere, to anyone, or at any time. Third, or lastly, the 6-week Diction Master Academy would help elevate your professional and personal image for new heights. Did you know that in Nigeria, there's a way you speak that people will naturally respect you? There's a way you speak that people will naturally feel you're better than them. There's a way you speak that people will naturally ask you, are you from this part of the world? Or did you school abroad? Or have you traveled here before? Do you know? That is what you would experience when you enroll on the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. Inside the academy, we ensure personalized attention by giving feedback to you via your voice notes or your live sessions on the Zoom sessions on Saturdays, which ensures that we are able to track your progress and transformative journey, because we understand that your own journey is different from another person's journey, even though you're all in the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. So here is how the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy runs in. Okay, so here is what you would get if you enroll on the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. Number 1, you get a lifetime access to the e-learning platform. We upgrade the e-learning platform every now and then. So which means that, let's assume you enroll on the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy now, and maybe next year we're trying to add more videos to it. Because you have enrolled now, next year your dashboard on the academy would automatically upgrade itself. It means that whatever new videos, new lessons we're adding, you're getting access to it without paying any additional money. You get a lifetime access to it. We started the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy last year, September. This year makes it exactly 1 year. And people that have been on the academy since then are still getting access to it. In fact, some of them still attend the Zoom sessions, because we give you a lifetime access to it. Even after the 6 weeks, you can still learn. You can ask me questions. You can call me. You can attend the Zoom session. If you have things you need help with, you can reach out to me. Also, you will get access to 5 practical training sessions. These sessions are practical. They are not recorded. You get access to quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. That is the task you do every day at your preferred time, Mondays to Fridays. for 6 weeks. You get access to 12 live training sessions. We do that on Zoom every Saturday by 8 p.m. This is an interactive one. Unlike the webinar where you're just listening to me and practicing at home, you listen to me in the 6-Week Diction Master Academy Zoom sessions on Saturdays. I practice with you. I tell you to unmute yourself. You say what I say. I listen to you. I give you tasks to do. I give you presentations to make, dialogues to make. We talk about trending things. I hear you speak live, and I give corrections. You'd also have access to our private WhatsApp group where you submit your assignments and where you could also ask questions around other things. Then you get unlimited personal support from me and my team. So here is how the 6-Week Diction Master Academy work in 4 steps. 1, you need to register for the 6-Week Diction Master Academy. 2, once you register, immediately, under 24 hours, you get access to the e-learning platform. Under 24 hours, you get access to the e-learning platform. Step 3, you watch the trainings on the e-learning platform every day, Mondays to Friday, at your preferred time. Those videos are less than 10 minutes. You do that at your preferred time, and you complete the quizzes. You submit the quizzes to the WhatsApp group, Mondays to Friday, so that we can give feedback. And step 4, you join me on the live session during the weekend. That is every Saturday at 8 p.m. Now, to join the 6-Week Diction Master Academy, you only need $65, and that's about $90,000. But because you're still here at the moment, you would not have to pay 50% of $90,000. You would not have to pay $45,000. You're paying something less than that. Instead, you will get into the academy at just 30,999 naira. Plus, you would get access to my complete refund assurance. Please feel free to record me at this point. What this means is, if you enroll on the 6-Week Diction Mastery Academy and you do not get transformed, ask for your complete refund. I'm going to pay you back your money, and you're still going to get access to the courses and keep learning. Like I said, this month makes it 1 year that we started the 6-Week Diction Master Academy. We have not had a reason to refund anybody. We have not had any reason for bad reviews. You can go and check our website. You can Google us, get Google, websites, social medias. Feel free to do all of your background check to be sure. But then if you enroll and you do all you have to do, and after 6 weeks, you do not get transformed, ask for your money. I would refund you completely. Complete refund assurance. You can quote me on this anyway. Now, in addition to the 68 bonus, this 68% discount I already gave, of paying 30,000 instead of 90,000, you'd also get all of these bonuses. You would get 20 short pronunciation videos worth 20,000 naira. You get it for free. You get my vocabulary development PDF worth 3,500 naira for free. This PDF would help those of you that you know what to say, but you're not sure if you're using the right word. You know what to say in your head, but you don't have the right word in your mouth. This PDF would help you, but you get it for free. That is if you enroll on the academy. You'd also get a video on how to never be at a loss for word. Sometimes you're talking, you get to a point, you're at a loss for word. You don't have the right word to use. You start to say and so. This video would help you. When I had this video was a webinar. It was 7,500, those that registered. But you're getting it for free. You'd also get my PDF on Know Your Silent Words. I talked about having a PDF that contains all the silent words from A to Z. This is the PDF. I sell it for 2,500, but you get it for free. You'd also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. Some of us, we do not know how to use our punctuation marks. When I ask that we give feedback, I could see things like I'm learning. That is wrong. It's I'm learning or I am learning. This ebook would help you combat that. You'd also get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. I sell this for 5,500 naira, but you get it for free. You'd also get my ebook on 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections. I sell this at 3,000 naira, but you will get it for free. You'd also get my ebook on how to earn more with your diction skill. This means that because you have attended the 6-week Diction Master Academy, there are some things you need to start to do to help you earn more. Whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a full housewife, you're a content creator, you're a teacher, you're a student, whatever you are, there's some things that you can start to do the moment you know how to speak well that can help you earn more. This video, we sold it at 15,000 Naira, but you're going to get it for free if you enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy. All these bonuses are worth 82,000 Naira, but you're getting all of them for free. Plus, remember my complete refund assurance. If after 6 weeks, you do not get transformed, I like to say confidently that I am not just selling a course, I am selling transformation. I'm not just selling something for you to know. I'm selling something to help you change from what you have right now in terms of communication. So that person you want to be, that person you have always wanted to be, that person you crave to sound like, that's what I sell. Transformation, not just a course. Now, all of this, the academy is 90,000, like I mentioned earlier. The bonuses are worth 82,000. But you're getting all of these tonight for just 30,999 Naira. Now, here are feedback for some of my clients that have attended the academy. Peaceful is a Kenyan. She's from Kenya. She enrolled from Kenya. And I would love you to go to this part of she said, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along. Remember, I said, we know that everyone has their needs. So we make sure everyone is carried along, especially in the practical sessions. She further went to say, your corrections are made with love. And I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. That's the truth. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head pronouncing those words correctly. This is from Peaceful from Kenya. You can take a screenshot of it. And our full name is below. You can search her out on Facebook to ask further questions. Feel free. This is from someone in our WhatsApp group. She says, thank you very much, my able queen, blah, 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 blah. You can take a screenshot and read. I did not want to bore you with all of this. This is another person. Here, I would like to point out a part of this. She also wrote so much, but then I want us to focus on this part. She says, the best thing I like in our training is she never leaves your hand until you become master. I think this is almost the same as what Peaceful has said. A great follow-up to, she's a great follow-up to, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. And there are more feedback, lots of feedback. This person as a diction teacher, as that when she enrolled, and she still had so much to say. She said, let's focus on this, but she says, amongst the courses I enrolled into this 2024, fluent speech happens to be one of the, I think it's a continuation. Oh, I thought this was a continuation. As this part you can see, she says, as a diction teacher, she's a diction teacher, and she's still enrolled, and she had so much to say. Then this says, so there are lots of feedback. I do not want to bore you with all of this reading. There are lots of them. We'll send more to the WhatsApp group if you're interested in learning more or reading more from our past students. Interestingly, I have a special offer for the first 20 people who would enroll tonight. And I'm giving out this offer because, like I mentioned, this makes the 12th month. This makes it a year that we have been running this academy. And we have had over 1,000 enrollments. And we have not had a cause for negative review or for someone to complain. You know how people can easily call you out on social media? We've never experienced that. So which means we are confident in what we are offering. So for the first 20 people tonight, I have a special offer for you because we are running, or let's say we are celebrating our first year anniversary. So which means after tonight, the anniversary discount will be off the table. So if you're really interested in transforming how you speak and being respected, earning more, and enjoying all the goodies that speaking right can afford you, then get ready with your phone as I reveal the payment details. For the first 20 people tonight, I will give you access to the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy and all the bonuses, plus the complete refund assurance for just 20,000 naira. For just 20,999 naira. So which means if you pay tonight and you're among the first 20 people, once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So if you're among the first 20 people to pay tonight, instead of paying 30,999 naira, you will pay 20,999 naira. Plus, you will still get access to all the bonuses I mentioned earlier. You'd also get access to the complete refund assurance. If after 6 weeks, you do not get transformed, if after 6 weeks, you follow all the lessons, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get value, you do not get transformed. Remember, you have to do all I ask you to do. It's not just about learning, it's about practicing, like I mentioned, like Esther did. So if you're ready to learn and practice and get transformed, if you're ready to follow my lead and in 6 weeks become a better person, then pay 20,999 naira to these account details. UBA 2069725016 with my name, Olubukola R. Agbalaya. Please do not pay to any other account aside from the account carrying my name. The UBA account or the GTB account you paid your 1,000 naira into if you still have it. Now remember, this offer is only meant for 20 people. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So if you have made your payment, send your receipt to the WhatsApp group as we start to count. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 20,900. The fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So if you need the account details is in the WhatsApp group. Check the WhatsApp group for the account details. You can also do a screenshot of the account details right now. Send your payment receipt to the WhatsApp group. Remember, once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So again, the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy runs for 6 weeks. You learn Mondays to Fridays at your preferred time. If you want to learn by 5 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 p.m., anytime, any day, you want to learn Mondays to Friday, you're free to learn. Then on Saturdays, we meet at 8 p.m. On Saturdays, we meet at 8 p.m. to learn and have an interactive session. The 6 Week Diction Master Academy comes with certificates, and our certificate is recognized nationwide. Our certificate is recognized nationwide. Within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, we have had clients who have enrolled in the academy and have traveled out of Nigeria, and they're still enjoying, they are getting opportunities, or because they have enrolled on the academy. Aside from that, the academy, you will have a lifetime access to the academy. Lifetime access, when we update the academy, you keep getting access to the academy. Also, the academy helps you not just to learn, but to get transformed. Now, because September makes it a year that we have enrolled in the academy, we have started the academy, we're running a 1-year discount. So which means that instead of enrolling on the academy for 30,999 naira, tonight we'll give access to just 20 people to enroll at 20,999 naira. Once we get 20 people, the fee returns to 30,999 naira. Plus, you still get access to all the bonuses I mentioned, and you would also get access to the refund assurance. What the refund assurance says is, after 6 weeks, if you do not get better in your communication skill, then I will refund you. Remember, in 6 weeks, you must follow my lead. You must do what I ask you to do so you can get transformed. Now, for some people, you might say, oh, I have exam next week. Or I'm traveling next week. Can I still get access to the 6-week Diction Master Academy? Yes. If you enroll tonight, even after the 6 weeks, let's assume in 6 weeks you didn't have the time to access the academy. Even after the 6 weeks, you can still access the academy. All you need to do is remember your login details. Remember your email and your password. With that, you can access the academy anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And for the Zoom sessions that we have on Saturdays, the replays are always available. So for you, you might say on Saturdays, I'm not always available. The replay would always be available. The task will be given to you as well. You submit via the WhatsApp group, and we give you personalized feedback. So if you have questions about the academy, please feel free to ask. If there's anything I've not mentioned, please feel free to ask. If there's anything I've not mentioned, or you have questions, please feel free to ask. Remember, once we get 20 people tonight, the academy returns to 30,999 naira. So somebody says, okay, do you teach people how to speak correct English? Yes, we have a grammar course. Aside from the diction course, we also have a grammar course that runs for 3 weeks. Just like that diction course, you learn every day as well. And it's also 20,999 naira. So you can decide to enroll on the grammar course if you do not need the diction course. Ma'am, thank you so much. I personally like your glasses. Thank you. Those glasses, people would always say bad things about them on social media. I don't understand. You need the grammar course. Yes, the grammar course is 20,999 naira as well. It runs for 3 weeks. You can pay into the same account, just right below that you're paying for the grammar course, not the diction course. Or you can just send your own receipt to me personally. Do you do a one-on-one course? Yes, we have personalized course, a course that is just going to be you and I. It also runs for 6 weeks. You're going to get access to the e-learning platform as well. But instead of joining the Zoom session on Saturdays, you're going to have 2 Zoom sessions with me weekly. 2 Zoom sessions with me weekly. Aside from that, you're not just going to learn diction. You're going to learn grammar, you're going to learn diction, and you're going to learn public speaking. Which means that if you're a professional and you usually give presentations at work, or maybe you're a pastor, or you do a lot of presentations, you can always reach out to me. We can always practice your presentations together. So we practice your presentation together, and you do that for a lifetime. So that means even after the 6 weeks, if you have, for example, I was in Port Harcourt in March for a physical training. I got a woman who enrolled on a personalized course. From March until now, we are still working together. Last month, they had their party, their graduation party, valedictory service. She had the fear of making a presentation. Of course, she must do that. I had to go through it together, even though our 6 weeks had elapsed. So personalized plan allows you to do so much with me, not just diction. And it cost 300,000. 300,000. But if you're interested, because we are running a 1-year discount, I can give you the opportunity to pay 200,000 if you're paying tonight. After tonight, the one-on-one personalized course goes back to 300,000. Somebody says, can you teach a beginner? What do you mean a beginner? Do you mean someone that cannot write and speak at all? If that is what you mean, no, I do not work with beginners. Do you teach one-on-one? Yes, I've answered that already. Again, the 6th Diction Master Academy runs for 6 weeks, Mondays to Fridays. You learn at your preferred time, at any time that is comfortable for you. On Saturdays, we meet on Zoom, and the fee is 30,999 naira, plus a certificate that you can use for anything nationwide, home and abroad. You can use a certificate to boost your resume, to apply for grants. So you can use a resume for anything that people use certificate for. It's recognized home and abroad. So instead of getting into the academy for 30,999 naira tonight, you can be among the first 20 people to get into the academy for just 20,999 naira. You'll still get access to the webinar and all. Somebody says,
Hope it will be affordable. What do you mean? I don't understand. Will I get certificate for the 6-week Diction Master Academy class? Yes. Yes. The 6-week Diction Master Academy class, you would have access to our certificate. If I enroll on the academy, can it help a person that speaks with an accent? Yes. It would help reduce your accent such that once you speak, people would hardly know where you're from. You're going to speak in a certain accent that is neutral. We call it naturalized accent, such that people would not know where you're from. Yes, the 6-week Diction Master Academy would help improve your accent. Am I going to be certified? Yes. If you enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you would get access to our recognized certification. I will get the video of today's class as I joined very late. Yes, the replay will be sent to the group. Thank you, ma'am. I have learned a lot. Please extend it all. Oh, I'm sorry. The fee, we're only giving out this because it's 1 year. Like I said, it's 1 year since we started the 6-week Diction Master Academy. And we have over 1,000 participants already. So that's the only reason why we're giving out this discount. So if you do not pay tonight, it means you would have to pay 30,999 naira. Do you accept installment payments? Installment? No, we do not accept installment. Please extend it or call again. What should I call? The account details is in the WhatsApp group. The account details is also still on the screen. So you can just do a screenshot of the account details on the screen and send it to that. Because once the payment is filled, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. Can you please stretch it to month end? Oh, I'm sorry about that. No, we do not accept installment. Please, can I pay 10 now and balance it next tomorrow? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm interested seriously, but I don't have the complete amount. Can I pay 5K today? I apologize. Please, ma'am, extend it all. Can the 6-week course be paid on installment? No. Can I pay twice? Does the 20,000 naira, 999 naira covers the grammar course? Okay, the grammar course is different from the diction course. There are two different courses. So if what you need is the grammar course, enroll on the grammar course. It runs for 3 weeks and it is 20,999 naira as well. But if it is the diction course you need, that runs for 6 weeks, which is 30,999 naira. But if you pay tonight, you can get the diction course for 20,999 naira. But if you need both, then you have to pay for both. Or you can enroll on the one-on-one course. The one-on-one course covers grammar, diction, public speaking, and vocabulary. It's a 4-in-1 package, and it costs 300,000. But if you pay tonight, because we're celebrating 1 year anniversary, you can get in for 200,000 only for tonight. So let me count how many payments we have. Once we get 20 people, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. If you have other questions, please feel free to ask. If you have other questions, please feel free to ask. If you have other questions, please feel free to ask. Now, I'd like to say that there's a saying that says, education is expensive. If education is expensive, try ignorance. What that means is, you will agree with me that there's always a price to pay for anything. For example, let me tell you a part of my life. I was a science student when I was in secondary school. And then when I got to the university, I read computer engineering. And I wasted about, how many? 5 years in the university, 6 years. Okay, let's say 3 years in the senior secondary, that's 8 years. And I didn't even get into the academy, into the university easily. I think I spent another 2 years at home. So that's about 10 years. I paid that price to be a computer engineer. I did become a computer engineer, but I couldn't get a job. Like everybody would say, there's no job in Nigeria. But did you know that that's false? There are jobs in Nigeria, but there are no people that have the skills that those jobs deserve. I couldn't get a job, but then those that we graduated together, some of them got jobs in GT Bank, in different places. What am I saying? There was a skill that was missing that didn't make me get a job as a computer engineer. Then I started working as a receptionist in an hotel. And I met a friend, Mr. Ola. We call him Mr. Ola. And he talked to me about diction. He said, the reception, you're supposed to speak better. As a receptionist, there's a way you speak that you can start to work for a 5-star hotel, 4 stars hotel, instead of 1-star or 2-star hotel. And that was what prompted me into learning diction. And when I started learning diction, a lot changed in my life. Not just the fact that my customers respect me better as a receptionist, opportunities started opening, and that's the truth. Which means I was ignorant of improving my communication skill, even though I knew from secondary school that it's deterring my confidence. It's affecting how I carry myself. It's affecting the things I say. It's affecting how I come out. Yet I didn't work on it, and I kept suffering. I was stuck there. I kept suffering and suffering and suffering until I worked on it, and things changed. And now I'm pursuing another degree in English education. It's not like I have so much time or I have so much money, but because I know where I'm going. If you go on Google today and you ask 21st century skills to help you earn more, communication skill is the third skill. Whatever you do in life, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a market woman, whatever you do, you communicate, you speak. You speak to your customers, you speak to your clients, you speak to people, you open your mouth. And in English, one language that we speak that binds all of us is English. So do not be amongst those people that feel English is not worth the investment, or English is not worth the time, the resource, or the energy. The truth is, it is. Because I believe in that school of thought that says, whatever that must be done should be done well. So if you use English as your means of communication, then do not joke with your diction. Do not joke with your grammar. Do not joke with your vocabulary. Do not joke with your life. Because the way you carry yourself, the way you appear is how people would carry you. There's a way you appear, people will start to see you as you're worth more, and they will give you more. And there's a way you carry yourself. You tell people this is what I'm worth, but they would not believe you're worth that. I thought to share that. So if you're here and you're looking towards changing your life in terms of how much you earn, in terms of how people respect you, in terms of the perception people have about you, in terms of how people view you, then do not joke with your communication skill. Today, enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy at just 20,999 naira, so that you would not suffer something worth more than just 20,999 naira. So let me see if I have other questions so I can conclude. So the 20,999 is for what now? Is it 20,000 or 21,000? It's 20,999 naira, ma'am. My problem is grammar, but I also want to improve my spoken English. If you can afford it, enroll on both the grammar course and the diction course. If you can't enroll on both, enroll on the one that seems to be the challenge at the moment. Enroll on that one that seems to make you ashamed or that seems to affect your confidence at the moment. Okay? I've responded to that, Joyce. I'm interested in your ebook bonuses, how to punctuate, how not to be short of words while speaking. Okay, if you have enrolled on the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you will get all of those for free. But if you have not enrolled on them, you have to pay for them. Would I send you 10K and remaining balance would be sent later? Later when? Okay, I think those are all the questions we have. Do we have any other question? Do we have any other question? So if you are interested in improving how you speak and being a better person, enroll tonight at just 20,999 naira. If your challenge is the grammar course is 20,999 naira. If your challenge is grammar, vocabulary, public speaking, and diction, I urge you to enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy. on the personalized coaching program. Our personalized coaching program is 300,000, and we take just 3 people every month. Every month we take just 3 people. We work with your schedule. You'll be the one of the time you're available. We work with your schedule. We work with your time. We work on everything disturbing you around communication skill, and you never regret investing as much as 300,000 in your communication skill. We've had for our personalized coaching, we've had over 20 people enrolled so far since we started in September, since we started last September. So if you're interested, instead of paying 300,000, you will be paying 200,000 tonight, just because we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. After tonight, all our fees go back to normal. The 6-week Diction Master Academy go back to 30,999 naira. The Grammar Master Academy remains 20,999 naira, and the personalized coaching remains 300,000 naira. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Can someone who cannot read well speak? Okay. Reading and speaking are all communication skills. Now, when you want to improve your communication skills, it starts with listening. You need to improve your listening first. You listen, then speaking, then reading, then writing. So it means that even if you can't read well, you can speak well. You can speak well without reading well. But for you to read well, you need to speak well first before you can read. So it's on levels. I would send you 10K and remaining balance will be sent in 2 weeks. Okay, I cannot answer that now because I am just the lead instructor, like you always know. This is Fluent Speech Educational Consult. We have a management. So let me put it to the management team. Maybe they would allow installment, but right now I cannot answer that. If we would give that opportunity, we would let you know in the group. But the funny thing is, after tonight, the fee goes back to 30,999 naira. So which means if you do not pay tonight, you'd have to pay 30,999 naira. Okay, you haven't answered my question. I think I have. How much do I pay for the e-bonus? It depends on which one you're buying. Each of them have their fees. So let me go through the bonuses again. So while I'm going through the bonuses, just take note of the ones you want to buy. You can just write the fee somewhere. To be perfect in diction, don't we need to be pronouncing some difficult words while you listen and correct us? Those are some of the things we do in the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy. In the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy, you practice along. Every day, we do what we call word of the day. Aside from learning in the group, we also have what we call word of the day. So every day we give you a word. It could be simple words like beautiful. Then we give you other things to say instead of beautiful. So when everybody's saying, oh, this is beautiful, you can say, this is ravishing. You can say things like, this is alluring, this is great, this is fascinating. For example, in the 6 Week Diction Master Academy, on Facebook, when you see people say congratulations, the people in the academy do not say congratulations. They say things like hats off. They say things like I felicitate you. It's a C. When everybody is saying good morning, members of the 6 Week Diction Master Academy do not say good morning. They say things like jolly morning, top of the morning, vicious morning, etc. So we do what we call the word of the day. Another thing we learn in the word of the day is we learn pronunciation of some difficult words. We also have an alumni group. In the alumni group, everybody that have undergone the 6 Week Diction Master Academy are in the alumni group. So what we do is we network, we provide support for each other. For example, one of the things we do in Fluent Speech is we move from one state to the other to do physical trainings. And our office is located in Lagos, right? So I think was it in February we had a training in Lagos? In March we had it was last year November we had a training in Lagos, or was it December? In March we were in Port Harcourt. In August we were in Ibadan. Coming December we'll be in Abuja. So we network, we move from one place to the other. So people that have enrolled from those areas, they help each other. We form a club where we network, we support each other. When there are jobs, we talk to each other. So the truth is, if you are interested in improving your speaking skill, do not joke with the academy. Somebody just paid for the personalized class. For the personalized class, we have three offers. Like I said, somebody just paid. So we have just 2 more offers to go for the personalized class. So if you're interested in a personal class with the Diction Queen and yourself to improve your vocabulary, your grammar, your diction, and your public speaking skill, then the fee is 300,000. But if you pay tonight, you get access for just 200,000. We have just 3 slots. One person has taken a slot. We have just 2 slots left. Okay, I think I'm done with all the questions. So let me quickly go through the bonuses and we end this session for tonight. So the bonuses that I will be giving out, I'll be giving out the first bonus, 20 short pronunciation videos worth 20,000. You get a vocabulary development PDF worth 3,500. You get a video on how to never be at a loss for word. That is 7,500. You get Know Your Silent Word ebook. That is 2,500. You get an ebook on English pronunciation marks. 2,500. You also get an ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and their correction. That is 5,500. You'll get an ebook on 10 common misused expressions and their corrections. That's 3,000 naira. You get a video on how to earn more with your diction skills. That is 15,000. All of these bonuses are worth 82,000 naira. Plus the academy is 30,999 naira. So you're getting all of these plus the complete refund assurance for just 20,999 naira tonight. After 6 weeks, you'll get access to the alumni group where you can keep learning, and you get a certificate as well. We also have what we call the Conversational Club. You get access to the Conversational Club. The Conversational Club happens twice a month, where we talk about random things to just practice our pronunciation, our grammar, and our vocabulary. So if you're interested in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, enroll tonight for just 20,999 naira. After tonight, the fee goes to 30,999 naira. If you're interested in a personalized class, a class where it's just you and I, would work with your timing, will work with your schedule. You'll be learning grammar, pronunciation, public speaking. It's a tailored-based course. It's something that would address your problems, your challenges around communications at your preferred time, your preferred schedule for 6 weeks. And of course, you get a lifetime access as well. After the 6 weeks, you can reach out. I can always support you in everything you do around communication skill. That is for 300,000. But if you pay tonight, you get it for just 200,000. We also have the Grammar Mastery Academy. The Grammar Mastery Academy runs for 3 weeks. Mondays to Fridays, you will learn about grammar at your preferred time. And each lesson comes with their task as well. That is 20,999 naira. So you can get all of this tonight. After tonight, they all go back to their normal fee. So thank you all. If you have any question, please ask. Thank you all. I appreciate you. So before I leave, I'd like to say that the replay of this webinar will be sent to the group tonight. So if you want to speak to impress anyone, anytime, at anywhere, I urge you to register now. Take advantage of over 87% off. Plus, you get all the bonuses and you get the complete refund. Like I said, if you do not become a confident and eloquent speaker in 6 weeks, after you have followed everything I ask you to do, I'll refund you completely. The account details is here again. Do we have questions? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Do we have any other question? Okay, in the absence of question, thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Remember again, you can get access to the 6-week Diction Master Academy tonight at just 20,999 naira instead of 30,999 naira. Plus, you get all my bonuses and you get my refund assurance. Have a great evening, everyone. The replay will be sent to the group tonight. Thank you very much. If you have made your payment, send your proof to the WhatsApp group. We'll reach out to you, not tonight. Reach out to you tomorrow, please. In 24 hours, you'll get the link to join the 6-week Diction Mastery WhatsApp class so you can get access to the e-learning platform immediately. Thank you so much. Have a restful evening.